Yes, we are still on. Yes, we are still on. Okay. Please confirm one more time if you can. If you can see the change of the slide, just please one more time, then I'll roll. If you can hear me, please just confirm one more time that you can see the change of the slide. Can you see the change of the slide? Because the last time I ran and only to discover the slides were not changing, so I'm trying to make sure that does not happen. Please help confirm that you can see the slide change on your end. Hello, Mr. Kaf, are you still there? Hello, are you still there? Hello. Wow. Hello, Mr. Kaf, are you still there? Okay. Or whoever is there, I'm trying to. Okay, I can see Lanroy, I can see Ibrahim, I can see Gafar. Please, if you are on and you are live with me tonight, Kufra Basi, please, can you type a yes? Chukunyerem, Mr. for Femi, if you are there, please, can you just type a yes in the chat room, in the chat box? Can I get a, okay, good, okay, good. Okay, please also confirm, are you seeing the slides change? Because I want to confirm that the slides are changing. Are you seeing the slides change? Please confirm for me. Please type yes again if you are seeing the slides change. Hello, I know you are hearing me right now. Oh, press. Can you see the slide change? Okay, yeah. Okay, slides are changing. All right, good. All right, thank you. These are technical issues I would need, and this, at least I've been running with this platform. I don't know if they've had some changes at their back end, but I'll try to resolve that. So if we are set, I think it's we are 30 minutes behind. Let's roll so that we can get the recordings and edit it and post it back so that we have something at hand. Please, any issue, maybe you don't get to hear me, you don't see the slides change, please just make a drop a comment and let me know. All right, thank you very much. Again, I want to welcome every one of us to this webinar tonight. My name is Solomon James, and I'll be bringing us the Discover Jeunesse Nigeria webcast to show us the opportunities abounding with this platform and how it can help us. But again, as always, I would like to recommend that we keep an open mind so that we can benefit from this, because again, the mind is like a parachute. It only works best when it's open. Tonight, we'll quickly consider the business facts, the trends that are available today. We'll be looking at the company, we'll be looking at the product, and we'll be looking at the Jeunesse home business plan as it relates to you. It's no longer news that 96% of the people lying awake at night are disturbed about two things. People are disturbed about their health, people are disturbed about their finances. People have health challenges that they don't have the funds for it, and many are limited by funds to be able to take care of their health challenges. And we are finding a way to solve this because it's a global issue. Again, money is the limiting factor here. Imagine what money is holding many of us from actually accomplishing. Money is holding many from fulfilling their dreams. Money is holding people from living their life to the fullest. So we'll talk about all of this and see how we can help to make everyone come into the right frame of expression of their desires. Again, there is a survey that was carried out last year by the US Census Bureau. And interestingly, there was a survey list of 100 people who started their career at the age of 25, and they worked for 40 years, and they retired at the age of 65. At the age of 65, it was revealed that 63% of these people in America we are dependent. So at the age of 65, 63% are dependent. Now, if you come back to Nigeria, you come back to Africa, the question you want to ask is, what's the number that are dependent here in Nigeria? What's the number that is dependent in Africa? It's way higher than this. 63% are dependent. For many of us, our parents are dependent on us. That's why they tell us go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, so that when we are old, you take care of us. We become their investment or their retirement plan, as it were. However, the good book says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children, and not depend on the children. 3% are still working because they have bills to pay, and they can't depend on the children who are also trying to make their own ends meet. 29% are dead. The fastest way I like to put across, especially in Africa and in Nigeria, the fastest way to the great beyond is to be expectant or dependent on your pension or gratuity, because first of all, what you are being paid, even when you were working at 100% of your earnings or your salary, it wasn't enough, and now you are being paid a fraction of what was not enough, and yet it is not coming. So again, the good book says hope deferred makes the heart sick. So we are seeing many people having issues just depending on their salaries or depending on their pension. 29% are dead. Life expectancy in Africa and in Nigeria, it's not something to boast about. But again, 29% at the age of 65 are gone. 4% are independent. So that means they have few things they can take care of themselves, but not more than that. 1% is financially free. And I believe that that's the desire of humanity. That's what we all want. We all want to be able to be free to express ourselves, express our desires, share love around the world, and the things that we want to actually do without restriction. But take note that we are talking about people that have lived up to 65 here. And I'd like to put it across to you that if you have a game plan to live up to 65, then you must also pay attention to some of these things that we are talking about, especially these three factors. You've got to pay attention to your health, because no matter how beautiful your future is, it is your health that will take you there. People tell me how bright their tomorrow is, but when I look at how they are taking care of their today, it tells me that they don't believe in their tomorrow. So again, a proof that you actually believe in your tomorrow is how you treat your health today. So are you taking care of your health? Secondly, you've got to have a plan for residual income, because a time will come where our energies are dissipating and we are losing strength. We don't have all the time to make all the money. So again, in the near future, you may not be otherwise you will want to live on an active path for the rest of your life. So again, if you have plan for longevity, if you have plan up to live up to 65 and above, number one, have a plan for your health. Secondly, have a plan for residual income. Then number three, that's number two. Number three, have a plan for what I call youthful aging. As a matter of fact, every day you wake up, I know we celebrate, we thank God for a new day, but it's one day down, because it's as if it's a timer. We are timing down, we are clocking down. So the issue is, will you want to die gracefully? Because we are dying every passing day, we are winding down again. But yes, some persons are aging gracefully, some persons are becoming ghosts of themselves as they begin to age. People saying my marriage will be a blessing, my children surround my table, I will see my children. My take on that is not if you want to see your children, but are they willing to see you, considering how haggard or how refreshed you will be, and you become a pride to them. I know of many people who, when their aged parents or relations die, instead of people telling them sorry, people tell them congratulations, because obviously that person has sucked the finances of the family before he or she passed away. Do you have a plan to age youthfully? Now, understanding all of this will be important. If you understand what we call the illness wellness continuum, you either play from a reactive point of view or you are playing from a proactive point of view. For many of us, we see the signs, we see the symptoms, we feel there is nothing to worry. Before you know, we are moving into premature death. On the other hand, we can begin to create what Robin Sharma will call better awareness, creating better choices that ultimately affect our result. So we create better awareness, we move into education, we begin to grow into a higher level of wellness. Why is this important? The wellness clusters at 2010 was a $1.9 trillion global market. $1.9 trillion global market. This was as at 2010. And when you look at all the need, from the spa industry that was already doing $60 billion back then, to complementary and alternative medicine that was already doing $113 billion, down to the bottom where you see the fitness and mind body doing $390 billion 5 years ago, and you see the beauty and anti-aging industry actually doubling and having more sales or more revenue than any other niche. It says to you as an entrepreneur that that's where the money is going. People are putting money in beauty, people are putting money in anti-aging. I met some people, some ladies who, if you tell them mommy, they tell you don't call me mommy, call me auntie. Some people don't want to be identified that they are aging. They want to term it different way. They want to look at it and coin a new name for it. Nobody wants to be called maybe an aging father, an aging mother, an aging young man, whatever it is. People don't want to age. Now, this is a big niche to consider. This is a big niche to consider. Mr. Fred, there's no sound. Please, somebody else come. Oh, good. Thank you, because there is sound. Mr. Fred, please take a look. I think there is sound. Okay. So again, the $1.9 trillion market as at 2000, and this was 2010. But fast forward to just 3 years after, and what are you seeing? You are seeing that the global wellness economy was now 3 years after $3.4 trillion market from 1.9. What does that say to you? It tells you the wellness industry is booming. But again, when you look at the beauty and anti-aging industry, is still the leading trend. So for me, you want to pay attention to the trend. You want to pay attention to what is trending and where people are going, and that's what you want to pay attention to. So again, the anti-aging market, the global anti-aging market is booming. As of 2006, this was a $50 billion market, and as at early 2015 this year, we're already recording over $300 billion, with an estimation that we'll be doing over $1 trillion in the next 10 years. That's 2025. And I dare say, if you see these numbers, you see this kind of prediction, it's a trend you want to be in front of. And that's why we are discussing this. Now, understanding all of this, I said to myself, how do I capitalize on this? What's the solution? What vehicle will I be playing with to achieve the numbers and the destinations that I'm seeing here? And in my search, I came upon the next billion-dollar brand called Jeunesse. Jeunesse is we call it Jeunesse, a French word. Okay, so depending on how good your French is, but Jeunesse is a French word that stands for youthful. So again, it defines what we do. It defines our paradigm. It defines our focus. Is the next billion-dollar brand, primarily targeted at the anti-aging niche. Now, let me just show you how we've evolved over the years. This company was actually found when the Louis back in 2009. September 2009, 9 p.m. Eastern time, because I mean that 999 also lines up with the Chinese tradition of longevity. Now, founded in 2009, fast forward 5 years down the line, we are now the fastest growing company of its kind in our niche, doing businesses in over 120 countries in the world and changing the game. With the help of Scott Lewis, the Chief Visionary Officer, Jeunesse is breaking into one market after the other, leaping in bounds, taking territories, and we are just doing amazing things. And it's not just, what I'm saying is not just all stories. Here are some of the facts. Consider that in our first year, we did $30 million. In our second year, we did $65 million. In our third year, we did $127 million. In our fourth year, we did $256 million, as you can see there. And in our fifth year, December last year, we did $419 million. This is a growing company. You are seeing that we are doubling almost every year. Take note that what we did in our second year, $65 million, is exactly what we did February this year alone. In 28 days, we crashed down what we did in an entire 1 year. We did it in 28 days, February, which is the shortest month of the year. We had 81,252 brand new people joining the movement called Jeunesse, with revenue rising up to $65 million. People felt this was a fluke. People felt it was a one-off thing. But ladies and gentlemen, little did they know, because just 2 months down the line, we hit a new high by hitting the $78 million benchmark. Again, we had over 93,000 people coming on board this global brand called Jeunesse. And people felt, well, it happens once in a while, maybe it will not happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, in the month of June, Jeunesse cracked open an entire new page. We flipped the new page open. It was a $120 million sale in 1 month. These are our biggest sale ever before then. And at this point in time, I mean, people couldn't believe what was happening. Not just that we're having these revenues coming up, we also had 116,000 people joining us just in 30 days. It's simply amazing. At this point in time, your guess is as good as mine. This is not just a this is not just a momentum anymore. For me, it has become a movement. This is how far we've gone. In 2012, we're number 82 in the world. Guess, and come to think of it, that we are just fresh from off the block. In 2012, we're number 82 in the world. 2013, we are number 78 in the world. 2014, we are number 46 in the world. We became the youngest company in the top 50, and we're just 5 years old. So when you see a 5 years old company playing within the top 50, where there are brands that have lasted 20, 30, 40 years, then you know there is something peculiar about this. Not only did we hit the top 50 in 2014, in 2015, we became the youngest company in the top 40. We are now number 38, ranked number 38 in the world by Direct Selling Association. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see something like this, then you know there is something that you've got to pay attention to. Why do we say that Jeunesse is the next billion-dollar brand? This is how long it has taken most companies in our niche to do in network marketing to do $1 billion. It took Vowork 109 years for them to do $1 billion annual revenue sales. It took Avon 86 years for them to crack that. Tupperware took 50 years. Mary Kay is a great brand, but it took them 33 years for them to do $1 billion. It took Herbalife and Amway 24 and 21 years respectively, and these are great pioneers, these are great brands. But it took New Skin 20 years for them to hit $1 billion. Jeunesse is the first company ever that will be hitting $1 billion in network marketing direct selling in 6 years. Amazing, record breaking, scattering all known record to hit $1 billion in annual sale. As a matter of fact, according to the last Executive Connect, we are way up, doing beyond $1 billion in our 6 years of existence. So again, it tells you that there's something here to pay attention to. We had what we call the highest acquisition in the industry this year by buying over Monavi. We bought over Mint, a great brand, and we are stable, we are growing, we are taking over territories. These things are working because of the exceptional, scientifically based breakthrough products that the world had come to discover and also embrace. That's why I call this Discover Jeunesse, because for many of us, we don't even know these things exist. But as you begin to discover them, you now know that there is something out there that you could also be playing it with. So we have the amazing product of Jeunesse on display. Our first line of product is what we call the Luminous range of product. The Luminous range of product was actually developed by Dr. Nathan Newman, a world-renowned cosmetic surgeon, and is a pioneer in regenerative medicine, who has also revolutionized the cosmetic surgery industry with advances in what we call the adult stem cell application. So again, what is on display here, it's a scientific breakthrough. Jeunesse is the first company to use the exclusive adult stem cell technology to reverse the signs of premature aging by regenerating your youth straight from the cellular level. So again, for us, we are not just trying to cure from the leaf, we are trying to look at the root. These products are working at a cellular level, reversing the signs of premature aging at a cellular level. If you go back to a little understanding of biology, the cell is the smallest unit of the body. From the cell, you have the organ. From the organ, you have the system. From the cell, you have the tissue. Then you have the organ. You have the system. Then you have the man. So what it says to me is that if anything can work at the cellular level, then you will be seeing drastic changes happening through the entire human system. So again, this is what we have with the Luminous range of product. There are 6 of them. The Youth Restoring Cleanser, the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum, which is our flagship product. We have the Daily Moisturizing Complex. We have the Advanced Night Repair, the Essential Body Renewal, and the Ultimate Lifting Mask. These products are great products. They are products that are actually redefining longevity, redefining youthfulness, redefining aging, all combined together. And next line of product is what we'll call Finity. Finity, it's our most advanced brand, it's our most advanced product, actually created by and developed by Dr. Vincent Giampapa. I call him the father of anti-aging. After lots of researches and in partnership with Jeunesse Global, 3 reasons were actually discovered among others why people age. One is what we call the DNA damage. The second is what we call the telomere shortening. Then we also have the cellular damage. But again, when you talk about the telomere damage, telomeres are the protective end cap of our DNA strands. And when we are born, our telomeres are long. But as time goes on and as we get older, they begin to shorten and cellular aging begins to take place. So what does Finity do? When you take Finity, which contains the only proprietary blend of natural ingredient known to safely lengthen telomeres, it begins to help you maintain your stem cell. So in effect, when you take Finity, it goes to the shortened telomeres and begin to grow them out, begin to lengthen them out. Now, as the telomeres are getting lengthened, the signs of premature aging and its attendant illnesses or whatever was attached to it also begins to reverse on its own. This product is so powerful that it was given a Nobel Prize nomination. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get that or just for doing anything that does not add value to humanity or to mankind. So again, we have Affinity, which is an exceptional product. We have Reserve, which is the most popular product of this company till date. Reserve actually contains a super ingredient that is called resveratrol. Please, you can go to the internet and Google resveratrol without Jeunesse Global, and you've got to see the scientific side of resveratrol. It's a natural antioxidant containing compound that is found in the skin of red grapes. So many people who take red wine, many people they take red wine because it's believed that it's very, very good for their heart and other cardiovascular issues. Scientifically proven that if you begin to take a Reserve that contains resveratrol, it extends your lifespan. Why? Because it activates a dormant gene in your DNA. In essence, by consuming Reserve, it slows down the aging process. It defends you from aging. So as it's defending you from aging, it is extending your lifespan because actually a dormant gene in your DNA is activated. Reserve also provides healthy immune support system support. So again, your immunity is boosted. You begin to feel you feel your cells coming alive, your system coming alive, because again, a healthy cell is a healthy free radical damage and premature aging, because as free radicals are attacking your cells, premature aging is also coming into play. One of the almost instantaneous feel and testimony people get with Reserve is the burst of energy and vitality that they begin to experience, because it boosts your youthful vitality and your energy level. So again, if you're always fagged, you feel you are tired, you begin to feel energy from your cellular level. And all around you, you come alive, the energy is bursting, and you're doing fine. That's one of the essence why you need to take Reserve. Reserve is also known to be very beneficial for people that have tumor, diabetes, and many other related conditions. Now, what I will encourage you to do, whatever the condition is, just go online, type the word diabetes plus Reserve or diabetes plus resveratrol. Type the word asthma, what is it? Cancer, ulcer, whatever it is, and check if the resveratrol scientific researchers have been able to find a way that this plays an important role in helping to solve or give respite to this condition. Again, Reserve is our most popular product till date, even in Nigeria. We have the AMPM essentials needed to be that I mean, it's in hot demand. You've got to take this, you've got to experience this. Now with the AM helps to build your body's natural biorhythm. It provides lasting daytime energy. Again, as you begin to take the AM, you begin to feel your energy, your mental alertness is in play. And if you begin to also take the PM, it provides you a more restful, uninterrupted night's sleep. I've had lots of testimonies of people who say, I can sleep better now. I wake up, I feel refreshed. I wake up, I feel my energy, because it helps to maintain your body's proper composition by increasing your metabolic rate. Consequently, it helps to decrease your body fat and creating leaner muscles. Clinical studies have been conducted, and it has shown that just between 5 to 7 days of initial use, there are dramatic improvements in the quality of life and the overall wellness of people that are using the AMPM. So again, I encourage you to experience the AMPM, because as you begin to take this product, your body is functioning optimally. You sleep well. When you sleep well, remember, you wake up refreshed. When you don't sleep well, you wake up stressed. What's the end product of stress? It begins to affect your aging process, which is what again we are focusing on to be able to cope. The next product here is what we call the Zen Body. The Zen Body contains there are three in three products line here. We have the Zen Pro, the Zen Shape, the Zen Vid, but in all we call it the Zen Body. The Zen Body helps people to balance their metabolism. It's targeted at a holistic approach to weight management. Now, when you begin to combine these three products because they work synergetically, it helps you by curbing your craving. It is what you put in your mouth that begins to affect you, your weight. People want to lose weight, but again, they can't control their feeding habits. They've eaten that way for 10 years, for 20 years, for 35 years. So how do you just stop? Yes, I know you go to the gym, but the day you stop gymming, the weight returns. So it simply means that's not a permanent solution. I know you are trying to diet. The day you sleep, it returns. Now, what the Zen Body system is trying to do is to create a balance by stopping these things from the source. What's the source? It's your mouth. Now, I know for some of us, either you like fried rice, you like pounded yam as an African, whatever it is, but you discover that when you fall sick, that even these things that you love, you find it a little bit difficult to eat. Your taste drops, your craving drops. Now, what this product does is that when you take it, it drops your craving. By dropping your craving, you begin to binge on your food. By doing that, as Africans, as Nigerians that will take lots of carbohydrate, it reduces the high intake of calorie into your system, and as a result, you are burning fat and you're now building muscle. The Zen Body system is perfect in restoring the body's natural mechanism. The results are quite dramatic for people who are also using this. Then we have the game changer of the century for me. It is called Instantly Ageless. This product actually began my journey with Jeunesse. I never knew anything about this until a young man, a friend of mine in the US, his name is Cedric Harris. He shot me a mail November 10th. Tomorrow we're making it exactly a year. He shot me a mail and said, Solomon James, there is something you've got to see. I told him to tell me about it, but he was swamped. That it took almost a week before I could get an information on what he was talking about. But I was able to get an information with regards Instantly Ageless, and what I saw actually dropped my jaw, because he said to me, this will drop your jaw. Ladies and gentlemen, I discovered this. Take a look. Hello. Can you still hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, the internet. I discovered that my internet timed out, and I need to get it back up. All right. Okay. So we are good. We are good to go. We are good to go. All right. Good. So I was talking about the before and after videos, pictures of and proof of people using the product. All right. Now you take a look and you are looking at something like this. You are looking at this lady who applied the product. Before you are looking at the before picture, you are seeing the wrinkles, you are seeing the fine lines, you are seeing all those stuffs on her. How do you remove these fine lines and this fat on her face without surgery, without injection, and the rest? But when you turn around and look at the right side after applying the product, you are seeing the skin reducing. You are seeing that the cells are actually recoiling itself. It's because these things are working from a cellular level. So again, there are no side effects. These are natural, and the fine lines are diminishing. This is what we are talking about, youthful aging. This is what we are talking, why we say that we are a generation young, because we can move somebody from looking so haggard or aging so fast and begin to reverse the process. Take a look at this. You are looking at this young man. Look at the cheek. Somebody will might likely say that maybe he's not eating fine. This is not a matter of food. The cell there is collapsing. All that was needed was to apply the luminous range of product, and you discover it activated the cell, because what this product does is that they activate the cell, and as the cells are activated, they begin to come alive. Yes, Mr. Carfor, the pictures are quite amazing. Now you look at this. We've seen people like this also. We see them in our churches. We see them in our schools, in our place of work, in our mosques, religious gathering, business gathering. What are the solutions you do that you don't normally proffer to them? For many of them, what is on display here is the fact that it affects their psychology, it affects their self-esteem. They don't like the way they look. If you have a friend like this and you tell them to join you for Mr. Fred, no pick, maybe you might need to refresh again. You might need to refresh. Okay, just my face. Can somebody confirm that? Okay, it's my picture. Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh, just a minute. Sorry, I'd gone. Okay. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Mr. Fred, is it okay now? Okay. 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 Yes, for Kufri, yes. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, good. So we're looking at the before and after pictures. Now, sorry, I already paced fast before noticing that that was already happening. Now, take a look at this lady, and you are looking at her face. On the right, on the left hand, you are seeing all the wrinkles on her. You are looking at all the fine lines and everything happening to her. But on the right, when she began to apply the product, you are seeing that all the fine lines are going down. You are seeing it shrinking. You are seeing the body is recoiling itself. These things are happening natural. Now, I tell people that these products work natural, and because they are working at the cellular level, it is from the cellular level that these things are corrected. So you are having this great proof here. Take a look at this young man here. People will say maybe he has not eaten. I like to always say this is not all about food. This is a cell defect. The cell is collapsing. And as long as the cell is collapsing, the cheek there is collapsing. But when he began to apply the product, what do you see? You find that the cell is coming alive and the cheek is also becoming healthy. Take note that a healthy cell is a healthy you. Any part of your body where the cell is down, that's part of the body will be collapsing. This was what I was talking about. We've seen friends and we've seen family members and people we know with these conditions. What this does is that it affects their self-esteem. None of your friends having this will feel good joining you for a selfie because you are reminding them of their looks. But imagine that you have a solution to this that is a game changer and is working very well. When you look at the right, turn to the right, this is the same person, but you discover that the scars are no longer there. The conditions are taken care of because it is working from the inside out, not just from the outside in. Amazing proof here. This is another picture of a lady that decided to try it on one hand, leaving the other hand, and just within weeks, she discovered that the one hand where she was applying it was already shrinking in because, again, take note that these things are helping you to redefine youth, to look younger, taking you back to your youth. This is another picture. Now, how do you sandpaper or wash off the fine lines from the eye region and those things building around? Again, applying the product, you find that those fine lines are going away on their own. No surgery, nothing other than just applying the product that goes to the cell activates it, and the body begins to renew itself. We have what we call the ultimate lifting mask, one of the Luminous range of products. You apply it on yourself, and within the space of 30 minutes, the body, it dries on your face, forms something like a nylon, and you hold it and you peel it out. As you are peeling it off, it's sucking out all the dirt and all the blackheads on your face and giving you a fresh look. We have this game changer. Her name is Lynn. She worked with Mary Kay, and she was told about this product. She doubted it at first because Mary Kay, they are known to actually produce some of the finest products, beauty products in the world. But when she decided to try this, she was shocked at what she saw. This was exactly 4 months from when she started using it. Look at the right hand, right side. Can you believe it? The same person that is on the left. Those wrinkles are gone. Those bags are gone. I mean, she's looking younger. She's looking more radiant, more beautiful. She has taken back 10, 20 years of her looks back. I mean, this is what we do. We also have, again, could be your girlfriend, could be your wife, could be your sister, it could be your mother. But we have conditions like this also. Acne spreading all around the face, but it's the same person. Just look at strategically how it is cleaning off. Like I did mention, these things don't work from the surface, they work from the inside. So it begins to clean from the inside, and you are seeing this. And as I'm sharing this, obviously your mind is actually beginning to think of somebody who you know has this condition, who is going through this. You have the solution right now. You see another one here. Look at this lady with this dark patch under the eye. How do you clean that off? You don't wash it off. You don't use sponge. You don't sponge it away. But ladies and gentlemen, just simply applying the product here, it goes within, begins to rebuild the cell, begins to rebuild the tissue, begins to rebuild the system. The eye, not just that the eye bags are taken care of, you discover that the dark patches in the skin are also taken care of. According to her, she said, I've never gotten more compliments. Then we have Wendell here, is an engineer who also was actually trying to treat his bumps every time he shaves. But within 5 days, in his words, my bumps were gone. We also have Josephine here from South Africa, who was using the serum, the daily moisturizer, and the reserve. In a space of 5 weeks, you can see all the dark patches on our cheek, and I mean, it's clearing away. You are looking. She's looking much more beautiful, radiating life, radiating color, and truly radiating beauty. What do you say about this? For many people, the cells are bad. Like once the cells are bad, the body itself can the repair mechanism of the body is also halted. Applying the product, especially the luminous range here, you take your reserve. These things are working from a cellular level, and they are building your system up. And you can see that in 2 weeks, we're having a beautiful proof here. Some of us know guys like this, either through shaving, infection, different things like that. They are having this kind of conditions. But again, the same person applying the product, all the potholes on the face there that you can see, it's gone. So amazing. You also see this kid here badly burnt with a fire incident, and applying the product. But the hair region here, for many people, if it's not well treated, hair will not grow there. But you see that the hair is growing, the skin is grafted, everything is back within weeks, and you can't believe that he had this condition. We have Frank Fobe here from Cape Town, South Africa, who is a firefighter, but actually the fire overcame him. That's him being there in the hospital, but applying this product just within 7 days, you can see the transition, you can see the difference. So again, the things we are talking about here are not things that are beyond our reach. If it happens, you will know. People have acne before and after. 2 weeks after, you are seeing this great improvement. The question is, somebody once asked me, said, who is our target market? I said, anybody that has a skin. Did you meet anybody with a skin today? If your answer is yes, then you have a market. You have somebody to be a blessing to. You have somebody to do good to. You have somebody that you would like to help increase, because no matter how you might put on gold, you might put on the jewelries, if you don't like your face, it will affect what you wear. Again, for us, we're helping people to build back their self-esteem, which in one way or the other will actually affect productivity. Trust me on that. So we call this a youth enhancement system because, in summary, the reserve will defend you from aging, Finity will restore you, Zen body will balance you out, the AMPM will enhance you, the instantly ageless, the video we just watched will diminish those fine lines, while the luminous range of product will rejuvenate you. Now, while all this is happening, the words of Warren Buffett comes to mind, because the product is acceptable. That's why we are breaking, and right now we are number 38 in the world. If they are not working, you don't just come from nowhere. Within 6 years, you are now number 38 in the world. You don't come from nowhere. You are becoming the first company, company on the face of the earth to be doing $1 billion within 6 years in the direct sales industry. Something must work about this product that is making it this good, and people are actually in need of it. So what do we do? How do we run with it? We use the word of Warren Buffett, who said, whatever you like to do, make it a hobby. If the world likes it, turn it into a business. So we converted this into a business, and the company now offers us financial reward if you choose to want to share this. It's 100% optional, but it could be the best thing happening to you. Now, there are 6 ways that the company rewards its distributors, its members. The first one is what we call retail. Now, you understand retail. You buy at a low price, you sell at a higher price. You buy for $89, you buy for $90, you sell for $150, and you have your own margin there. It's as straight, simple as that. So do I need people to join me before I sell? No. You know the people that need this product based on what we've just shared. You are thinking of somebody you meet with. Sometimes I run into people at the airport and I tell them, what are you applying? I have something for you. They don't want to join, but they just want to buy the product. I retail to them and I make my profit. Number 2 is what we call customer acquisition bonus. The customer acquisition bonus is one of the best plans that I've seen. Now, what does this mean? We have about 4 or 5 access points to people becoming a member of Jeunesse Global. If you want to become a distributor, now there's what we call the basic pack. The basic pack has 100 commissionable volume attached to it. If anybody joins you with a basic pack, you will make $25. The company pays $25 for every basic pack. Now I'll give you the pricing for all the packs shortly. But with a $25 commission paid to you, our exchange rate is 200 naira to $1. So what that means is that you'll be making 5,000 naira for everybody that joins you at the basic pack level. The next is what we call the Supreme Pack. For everybody joining you with the Supreme Pack, you get a 300 commissionable volume, and you earn 20,000 naira, because our exchange rate again is 200 naira to $1 here in Nigeria as at the time of this webinar. So you make 20,000 naira each person coming on board the Supreme Pack joining you. The Jumbo Pack gives you $200, which is 40,000 naira per person. And I think that's quite good. And the Ambassador Pack gives you a 500 commissionable volume, and you have your 250 customer acquisition bonus paid to you, which is 50,000 naira. Come to think about it, if you were able to, let's say you take this as a business, I know of bankers who they give them target, they meet the target, they still pay them 150, 100,000, 80,000 naira in a month. But imagine that I choose to take this as my business, and my target for the month of November is to have just 4 ambassadors. Obviously, 4 ambassadors, that's $1,000. That's 200,000 naira extra coming to you. If you were to take this to another level and say, you know what, let me go for 10 ambassador packs. If I can get 10 people to sign up with an ambassador pack, I have made 500,000 naira. That's just how good this is. And mind you, while some persons are joining with the ambassador pack, some are coming on board with a jumbo pack, others at the supreme level, and the others with a basic pack. So cumulatively, from the second reward model, you find out that you are earning substantially. Number 3 is what we call team commission. Like I told you, the basic pack comes with 100 commissionable volume, the supreme pack 300, the ambassador 500. Now, every time people join you, because we run a binary model, that means there is a left leg, there is a right leg. Every time people join you, either on the left or on the right, and depending on the pack that they come on with, whether it's the ambassador, the supreme, the jumbo, the ambassador, those points are accruing on your left and your right. Each product purchase, either it's the serum, either it's the AMPM, either it's the Finity, either it's the Reserve, each product also has its own individual CVs. Now, what that means is that as people are buying this product for personal use, personal consumption, or people are joining to use the product or to become distributors, as these points are accruing both left or right, you are earning from that, because the company system says whenever there is a 600 commissionable volume on one side and a corresponding 300, whichever way that is, you are going to earn what is called a team commission, and a team commission is $35, which is 7,000 naira Nigerian in Nigeria. Now, imagine that every time somebody, the guy on my right, I don't know who he knows, he goes to and he signs up maybe 10 ambassador packs. That's almost 5,000 points coming to that side. The other person on the left, on the right hand, on the left also does same. You find out volumes are created, and the company says every time we see a 600, 300 volume created, it doesn't matter how it's coming directly from you, from the team members, as spillovers from your upline, as these things are happening, we are going to pay you. End of story. So for me, this is quite amazing, because this is where real passive income begins to build. You can earn as much as 750 team commissions in a week. That's 26,250 naira. Multiply this by 200 for those of us in Nigeria, and you know you have over 5 million naira to play with here every week. Did I mention that the company pays every week? Weekly, you are paid. So again, imagine that this passive flows are coming in every week. Number 4, fourth way, the company rewards what we call leadership matching bonus. Now, as you raise leaders, the company compensates you and rewards you for that. We are not looking for followers, we are looking for leaders. We are not looking for dependent distributors, we are looking for independent distributors. But mind you, before the people become independent distributors, probably you would have supported them, taught them, exposed them to what they need to do, and every time they succeed, the company rewards you with a fraction of their success. So imagine that your first generation, the person that you personally signed up directly with you, is succeeding and earning those cycles and probably made $1,000. You get to earn 20% of it. And sometimes I humorously say that even in church, you are people pay tithe of 10%, but guess what? Every time your people succeed that signed up directly with you, you get to earn 20% of it. Your second generation, you may not know them, but you are earning 15%. Your third generation, 10%, and you can go down 7 levels deep. As your people are succeeding, you get to succeed. I mean, this is simply amazing. So this is why for people that have their people at heart, they want to help you succeed, because we will not earn until you succeed. My sponsor will not end until I succeed. So my sponsor, Cliff Walker, is always finding a way to ask me, what do you need? How can I be of help? Because every time I earn, he's earning a percentage of my success. So imagine that you have 100 direct sign-ups who are each of them earning maybe $1,000 in a week or in a month, and you're just collecting 20% from those. I mean, there is no stopping you. It's up to you. But I like the leadership matching bonus. And you can grow in ranks to begin to earn deeper as you progress. You can become a distributor, and when you have 2 persons joining you, you become an executive. When you become a Jade executive, you begin to earn 20% of those matching income. When you become a Pearl executive, you earn your 20% and the second generation of 15%. When you become a Sapphire executive, you have the 20%, the 15%, and the 10%, and you can also begin to grow in rank and earn more. How to get to the Jade, the Pearl, the Sapphires, you get to learn subsequently, or get back to the person that invited you to this. The fifth one is what we call the customer acquisition incentive. The customer acquisition incentive seriously helps you because you are given a website. Now with a website, you make I just shared with you the video of the Instantly Ageless. You can go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube, you can go to WhatsApp, you can go to Twitter, most of the social platforms, and you share the video. As people go there and they are buying, these people are customers. Some people don't want to be distributors, they just want to be customers. They like the product, they want to use the product for themselves. The company has factored in an incentive that is given to you as you begin to develop customers. So you find out, imagine that you are getting 5 customers, you are getting 25% profit on what their purchases. You'll have 10 customers, you're earning 30%, and it keeps going down. I mean, these things are coming handy, and at the end of the week or the month, you have something substantial. Number 6, as we begin to wind down, is what we call the diamond bonus spot. This is where you want to play. Diamond lifestyle is a lifestyle you want to experience. I had the privilege in the month of September when we were in Singapore for the Expo 6 to be a part of the diamond dinner, and I just love what I saw. When I got into the place and I saw the white seats all reserved for the diamonds, it's something you want to be in. It's something you want to be a part of. Currently, the company has, I think we've generated over 150 to 180, close to 200 diamonds as at today, and it keeps growing up. Every week a diamond is popping out. Now, why are people going for diamond? Because the average diamond in Jeunesse makes about $1 million per annum. The average diamond. I mean, for those of us in Nigeria, you just multiply $1 million by 200. You're talking about 200 million naira per year, and that's just the average diamond. So we now have double diamond, we have triple diamonds, and we begin to grow, and the businesses begin to grow. Now, beyond that, you also discover that 3% of what the company makes every quarter is paid quarterly to qualified diamonds. It's put in a pool, and all qualified diamonds get to share that amount based on what they do. And so again, for me, it's interesting. They are earning that retail, they are earning customer acquisition bonus, they are earning their team commission, they are earning their leadership matching bonuses, they are earning their customer acquisition incentive, and they still have a pool where every quarter whatsoever is done globally is shared with them. This is something that you are a partner, you are a shareholder. That's why you find out that they want it to work, because they are actually some largest here to experience. So the diamond lifestyle is something you don't want to miss and you want to experience. There are other bonuses, there are travel incentives, there are, I mean, I've seen lots of travel videos, and to tell you the truth, I've been on many other companies' travel incentives, but I think what Jeunesse is offering is the bump. It's just simply out of this world. This was just our experience in September in Singapore. That's the Marine Bay Sand in Singapore. I remember 2010 I was in Singapore, but I drove past this place, took photographs standing in front of it, but from a distance. But imagine sleeping in this place, paid for by Jeunesse Global. The entire top floor is a swimming pool. That's the 57th floor, where you have the infinity pool. I mean, this is good. You see myself hanging out with the double diamond, Lyndon Biernoff, and my sponsor, obviously Cliff Walker, with a wife beneath there. I mean, it was fun. And I said to myself, if this is the experience, then you don't want to miss out of any other travel incentive being offered by Jeunesse Global. The next one is actually what we call the Jeunesse Mediterranean Cruise. It's taking place in the month of May. May 1 to May 8 will be going through, starting from Barcelona in Spain down to Italy, and it's fun. It's fun, and what is on offer? I've watched the video, I've seen the video of what they are packaging, and I said to myself, you don't want to miss it. However, there is a qualifying period which actually began in the month of September 1, and will be ending January 31st. So please, if you are interested, you hook up with me or whosoever invited you to view this, and you take a look to see how you can be a part of this 7-night, 8-day cruise. For those of us in the Global Home Business Pro community, there is a system that we use to build. You are given system, you are given the support, you are given the tools. So there are websites that some people obtain. All this actually created by our Diamonds, Cliff Walker and Brett. They've done an exceptional job by putting funds together to make sure this is available to every member of the team. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Somebody's interested in the product alone, there is a website for that. Somebody's interested in the business, there is a website for that. Somebody's interested in developing their seven-figure paradigm, there is a website for that. Somebody's interested in promoting the instantly ageless, there is a website for that. Somebody's interested in the Zen body, there's a lead capture page for that. I mean, it's amazing. If you are not a part of this team, you might need to get in touch with your leader or somebody who is wherever you are coming from to find out what they use. But I tell people, this is the best support system ever that I've seen. I mean, there are trainings, there are webinars, there are calls, there are downloads, there are audios, there are PDFs. I mean, it's a university on its own. You've got to experience this. Okay, so what does it take to be a part of this? We'll call this the Nigerian package option. The basic pack registration fee in Nigeria here is 46,480 naira. For if you're watching this from you are in another country, you might need to get the dollar equivalent, or get in contact with the person who invited you, and will tell you the amount in your country. But the basic pack for Nigeria is 46,480 naira, and with this registration also comes a box of reserve. A box of reserve contains 30 sachets and a bottle of the cellular rejuvenation serum comes with the basic pack. If you choose to go for the higher pack, the Supreme pack, you'll get more product combo. Okay, you are seeing the price there, 122,080 naira. It's a 300 CV commissionable pack. If you go for the jumbo pack, it's a higher pack, but it also contains more product. If you go for the ambassador pack, which is the recommended pack, the ambassador pack actually comes to 239,400, 721.5. So approximately, let's say 240,000 naira, you are game with the ambassador pack. But what's the advantage of going for the higher packs? Apart from the fact that the Supreme pack will be giving you more product combos put together, it's saving you money. And not just that it's saving you money, the Supreme pack, if you are coming up with the Supreme pack, you instantly become what we call a jade. A jade status is actually conferred on you. Now, you ought to have built a team to become a jade to be earning that 20%. But because you are coming on board with a Supreme pack, you are getting the jade status. And with the jade status, you now qualify for the 20%. You qualify for the 20% if you are doing the jade status. So you want to experience the jade status. You want to use come on board with the Supreme pack. Now you are given 60 days to experience that. Then we have the jumbo pack. The jumbo pack, it's like you are seeing the price, the 181,000, but it also gives you what we call the pearl rank. Okay, so a pearl status is conferred on you, helping you to earn both the first generation and the second generation as 20% and 15% respectively. If you have people in your directly signed up who are also producing and also beginning to build, and you are given 90 days to experience that. If you are coming on board with the ambassador pack will give you a sapphire status, and it is conferred on you for 180 days, which is 6 months. So in 6 months, you could have actually built yourself to become a sapphire naturally, but why lose money while you are building? So these are the advantages, and beyond that, you are earning money and you get to earn as well. So again, nobody was born to lose. I like to say that categorically. It doesn't matter your background. Nobody was born to win. Whatever you see here is a product of your choice. I was in Singapore and I saw a 72-year-old man who is a diamond. And just a few weeks ago, we had a 25-year-old young man who is now a diamond. We've seen people who made diamonds in 5 years. Some persons made diamond in 3 years. We've seen people who made diamond in a year. Cedric Harris made diamond in 2 months. So people are redefining things. It's all about their choices. Nobody was born to lose. Nobody was born to win. It's all about making the right choice, because the job cut, it's ongoing here in Africa, in Nigeria. A number of things are still trying to pick up. People don't understand what the economy is saying right now. People are agitating. Well, I can't complain because I have an option, but people don't like where they go to, but they are going there. But rather than experience that, will you mind experiencing the Jeunesse lifestyle, and whereby you become a full-time house husband, or you hang out where you want, go out when you want, you wake up when you finish sleeping, not because the alarm is ringing. This lifestyle is simply amazing, and I encourage you to be a part of it. So again, what is it going to be? Somebody looks at this and says, you know what, I think I need to be a part of this. I like what I see, I like what I hear. How do I become a part of it? I will encourage you to please get back to the person that invited you. The person that invited you has a link. The person has a system to get you started. So in case if you feel it's something you like to do, which I believe you want to do, because listen, Jeunesse is moving. We are doing $1 billion this year. whether you are coming on board or not. It's just all over the world. It's a revolution whose time has come. You want to be a part of this J revolution. Welcome to Jeunesse Global. Look for 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 100 persons you will want to be a blessing to, and begin sharing this opportunity with them, and will begin to build with you immediately. I can tell you that this is life changing. Next month I'll be clocking a year, and my story in Jeunesse has been a defining moment for me. It's awesome. It's something I'm trying to package to share, and that's why we are doing this webcast, so that for people who might not be able to come into our meeting venues, our halls, or look at the frequency, how we can tidy up this and make sure we run it weekly here in Nigeria, and you can also be a part of this. And you'll be getting notification for those of you that actually reserved your fill the form to come in. You'll be getting notification on the next meeting, so you can invest. You can invite your friends, you can invite your family members, wherever they are in the world. They can join the webinar room, and we share. They get to want to join. They get back to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what is on offer. This is undeniably the best value proposition on earth. If you have questions, you want to get in contact with me, please feel free to drop me a line at my website, solomonjames.org. You can also connect with me on Skype, GSM for real, and you can also drop me a message on my Facebook wall, Solomon James Online. So again, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so very much for being a part of this meeting's call. I will be turning this over and stopping it so that we can continue our chat and our discussion. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Kofre. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Okafo, and everyone that has taken time out this night to also be a part of this. God bless you. I love you. See you soon.